honeybee. Can you give?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys a blemish proof makeup look. Chinese New Year is coming up, and you know, like, school is starting soon, and you might feel insecure about all this and want to get rid of it. So I'm going to show you a makeup look to do that. And I also just realized this is the first video you guys are seeing my hair, except now it's not that nice because all the pinks faded and my pink hair dye has yet to arrive, so we will just bear with that. It's not a hair tutorial. So let's get started. First thing I'm gonna go in with is a primer. So I'm using this primer by Rare Beauty. Can you see it? So I'm just gonna put this all over your face, but if you're gonna be wearing this for a long time, you want it to be able to stick to your face. So I feel like a primer kind of helps even out the base first, especially when you have a lot of blemishes. Your face can be quite uneven and all, so then it's quite like hard to have a smooth application of your foundation or concealer or whatever. This primer doesn't really smell like anything. I used this on the Marc Jacobs coconut primer, which smells better than this. This has a, you know how when some things are odorless, it just smells weird. Yeah, anyways, so we're gonna need a high coverage foundation because we're not gonna use a color corrector because I have no money and I'm too lazy to go and buy one just for this purpose, right? Because breakouts might be temporary. So my favorite combination is to use a high coverage foundation. What's been working for me so far is this colourpop pretty fresh foundation. This foundation actually really shocked me. Just gonna put it at the back of my hand and apply them, concentrating on the spots that I have. So I'm actually at the end of my skin purge because I just started using like retinol on my skin and stuff. That's why it's at the end of it. It's not so bad now, it's like healing already, if you can see. It's still pretty bad, but it's not as bad as it used to be. I'll insert some pictures here. But this makeup routine has helped me through all of that, like even when it was worse in the past, like the end of the purge. Yeah, but hopefully the skin purge will go away soon. If you guys have any skincare tips, please leave them in the comment section below. I use my fingers because honestly I don't have a foundation brush and I'm too lazy to buy it. Yeah. When my skin was first purging, it was a lot more red. Now it's a lot less inflamed already. So that's where I guess the color corrector kind of concealers would work better. But honestly, nobody really has that as a staple, and you don't want to have to like go out to just buy that for a few occasions, especially if you don't really wear makeup regularly or you don't really get breakouts that often. I never had such a bad breakout before like than I did with the purging and the retinol, but it did go away quite fast as what you know was said in the stuff I researched about and read about before I started using retinol. So I'm just blending it out with a beauty blender. I know you're supposed to damp it and stuff, but I'm really too lazy to do that. And honestly, it just gets the job done. So I'm just gonna blend this over my skin. I really like this foundation because I don't feel like, sometimes with heavy coverage foundations, it feels a bit heavy on your skin and you can see like a layer on it, but I feel like this one looks quite natural. Okay, now that I've blended it out, you can see that already, like from afar, you can't really tell, right, about my blemishes, but you can still kind of see, although it's a lot better already. So on days where it was really bad last time, I would even go in with like 1.5 pumps of foundation. Now I'm just gonna get some concealer to conceal these spots. So I'm using a high coverage foundation. I'm using Tarte Shape Tape though. I used this for so long that my whole cover is gone. Like, there used to be a pattern around it. And I'm using the shade Light Sand. I'm usually in the shade Light Sand or Light Neutral, but I think when I asked the Sephora lady, she said I'm in between these two shades and she recommended me Light Neutral, but I forgot when I was buying it the second time. So I bought Light Sand. So yeah, so I'm just dotting the parts where you can really like peek through the foundation. Like, you see these spots? Yeah. As long as you can see it through the foundation. And then I'm putting like a thinner layer on under my eyes to brighten, or like the usual areas I would conceal, I put a lighter layer. Okay, so going in with the beauty blender again, I'm just gonna blend it out on those lighter spots, but on those heavier spots, I'm not gonna touch them first. I'll show you how I feel it's better to blend them out. This concealer is a bit light for me, so I need to just blend it out, but don't worry, during the school term it will go back to being the right shade for me because I really do not see the sun at all. Okay, so for this side of my face, I'm going to use a concealer brush. So I'm using this concealer buffer brush in 142 by Zooeva. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just like tap on it. I feel like this is like a mini big foundation brush, so it's quite hard also, the bristle, so it really helps tap it into the skin rather than like, you know, remove the product away when it's tapping on it. I don't know how I feel about mask wearing, guys, like especially when I have a lot of blemishes. Like on one hand, from a beauty perspective, I'm quite happy that, you know, I don't have to wear a mask so it can hide my blemishes. But on the other hand, like I know it's gonna like lift my makeup and also like, you know, gonna make my skin worse. Okay, so I kind of blended it out, but you can still see it's kind of patchy. So that's where I get the beauty blender, and I tap lightly, not as hard as I would when I'm usually blending. To kind of just blend everything together. Okay, now that it's almost done, but you can really still see some spots, but it's really a lot better already. This is where I go in with really like another layer of concealer. I know this is probably quite bad, but yeah, I just use the same concealer. Here's where the other technique comes in. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on those spots. Actually, those dark spots, like, you know, the acne scars that are dark. Yeah. So instead of going in with the same concealer brush, I'm gonna go in with my good old Dior brush, which you guys have seen in like older videos. You can see the difference. One, it's flat, and okay, I really should wash my brushes. One is stippling. So I'm just gonna use this flat brush and I'm just gonna tap very lightly on it. I find that this is a bit more gentle than the stippling brush, but it removes less product. It's really just to like form another layer above the blemish. So at your first tap, it's still like so like, you know, obvious that it's there. So either use like, I guess a shade that's obviously your shade. This is like too light for me. Like tapping just helps to blend it out. See, on the parts where it's not so much, it taps really easily and seamlessly. So I'm just alternating beauty blender. Well, obviously makeup is not like a filter. You can't like really remove all of them if you see it up close, but you can significantly decrease like your insecurity or how like obvious it looks, I guess. So look, you can hardly even tell, right? Especially from afar, you can't really tell I have any blemishes. So I'm just gonna set all of this with a face powder. And right now the face powder that I've been loving is the Mercier translucent face powder. I used to use like this innis free one a lot, right? But this is 5 grams and this is 9 grams. But I've been using this like religiously for quite a long time, and there's still quite a lot of product left inside. Whereas I feel like the innis free one finishes a lot quicker, and the powder sometimes is like quite hard to like, you know, like pour out, I feel, for that one. So I feel like this one also needs less to achieve the same effect. A little bit goes a long way, whereas the innis free one, I feel like it needs more powder in order to set the same face. So people ask me like the secret to mauve mask proof makeup or how it lasts throughout the day. Honestly, it's in the powder, I feel. Whenever I don't powder my face properly, then I feel like it's sticky or it will come off very easily, especially the parts where we've layered a lot of product, right? Yeah, you don't want to like you know, set after each layer also, because then, you know, it just creates an uneven base and oxidization and all that. But you want to have enough product. So I try to put a bit more powder on the parts where I've layered more. So how do I know if I've had enough powder, right? So I usually just like touch, right? And if it's sticky, you see your hand if it has. Or if it feels like matte, you know, it shouldn't feel sticky at all. Okay, now that we're done with my face, and I look like a ghost, so we're gonna add some color back to my face. So I like to do something else to my face to make that part stand out so that my blemishes don't look so obvious, because there's another part of my face to focus on. Usually I do my eyeshadow if I have more time, but today I'm gonna go do my lashes, so I can't really have any eye makeup. So I'm gonna make my focus something else instead. If your blemishes are above the mask, and their eyes, I find that with mask wearing, I have been more like into doing eye makeup, since like the only thing you can see is your eyes, right, really. So it's more eye-catching, I guess. I'm using the Innisfree Auto Eyebrow Pencil. Honestly, I don't even know what shade I am. I bought like 3 different ones from Shopee. Okay, now that I'm done with my eyebrows, I look a bit better, I guess, because it frames your face. I'm gonna contour my nose with the colourpop bronzer. I alternate between this and Hoola. These are my two favorite bronzers. I'm just using this contour nose brush I found on Shopee. I'll link it down below. It's really been very helpful for me. Like, instead of using a small brush, because it's angled, I think that it's very good to get, you know, the corners of your nose. And I feel like nose contouring really makes a big difference, because I mean the nose is like literally the center of your face. So people always say if you want to change your face the most, just get a nose job, right? Rather than get any of the other surgeries. And then I'm gonna switch to an angled brush. Also, I got this brush set from Tarte, you guys know, and I'm just gonna, you know, contour the corners of my face. And just to add a bit more color. I find that this bronzer is a bit more subtle compared to the Hoola one. Like, the color and the shade isn't so dark, and the product doesn't pick up as much on the brush. So you have to like dip multiple times compared to the Hoola one. But I find that because this is a pressed powder, it doesn't like, although the Hoola one's also a pressed powder, but it doesn't like come out so much. Like the Hoola one, right, like there's a lot of like powder after you like touch it, then everywhere there's like a lot of powder, so like it's a bit like wasted product also. If you're using a cream contour, I would advise that you do it before you set the rest of your face. I didn't really know that. Like, last time I would just go over my powder, right, because I was scared that my concealer would crease. But I learned this tip on YouTube and on TikTok, and I feel like my contour looks better and it lasts longer also when I do that. Okay, now that there's a bit more color to my face, I'm going to add a blush. What blush should I use today? I think my new obsession of makeup, guys, is blush. Like, I've been buying like so many blush products recently. I think I might go for a bit of a more elaborate blush today. I'm gonna use the NARS, good old NARS Orgasm blush. I don't really know what is the hype with the NARS like liquid blush. Like, it's like all over trending over TikTok now, right? But honestly, I hated it when I had it, and then like I just gave it away, or did I sell it? Yeah. But I used it like once or twice and I really didn't like it. Like, the formula just felt really tacky and like, I don't know. But now it's making me want to buy it again because like TikTok, you know, social media, and it's making me feel like I didn't actually not like it. I like to go quite elaborate with my blush. A lot of people just stop here, but I think I am going to even go with another blush because I'm crazy. Okay, I know. I'm gonna use my Glossier Cloud Paint. This was supposed to go on before I set my face or put any kind of powder. I don't really give a shit because, okay, for this, a little bit really goes a long way, and since I already kind of have a blush underneath, I'm just really gonna put like dots. This thing has lasted me so long, although it's quite expensive, right? It's lasted me so long because of how little you need. It's really so concentrated. And I find like the best way to blend it out is either with your fingers. So I like to use my fingers first. So once I kind of blend it out, like just to spread it more evenly, I use the back of the beauty blender. I started putting my blush where I would usually put my highlight because I also saw this on TikTok that it helps lift your face. And I guess I kind of agree, or sometimes I just get sucked in by gimmicks and like, why not, right? Okay, now that there's more color to my face, my eyes look so bare, right? It's so weird. I'm just gonna do a bit of eyeliner at the ends, but because I'm gonna do my lashes, like I said, right, I really can't do anything on my lids. I'm going in with a black liner so it looks more striking than like a brown or like a soft eyeliner. My friend Zen and I bought the mini sized ones to just try it out first because we thought it was like, you know, overrated. But dude, I freaking love this eyeliner. First of all, I can only use liquid liners because I don't know how to draw with other kinds of liners. This one is like so transfer proof. The one I used to use the Shu Imora one, but by the end of the day my eyeliner would be like half gone. But this one, like, it really stays and it's quite long wearing, so I'm gonna invest in a bigger size one when I'm done with this. I'm doing my lashes, so I can't really put mascara either or anything else, but I'm just gonna curl them. Okay, since I said earlier that there should be a focus on your face, so I'm gonna go in with a lip product. I got gifted these two fixing lip tints from Etude House. Do you know Etude House closed down in Singapore? So like, oh my god, right, you only can buy it online now. But I got gifted the two viral shades from TikTok for Christmas, so since it's like the day, I'm gonna go in with this one, but this one's a bit light, so I think I'm gonna mix both of it a bit. as you can see, I've just been hopping on to buying viral makeup. I find that this formula is quite good. So I just put a bit of the darker shade in the center to blend it out. You kind of create an ombre effect. So I think this formula is really good, but it dries quite fast, is the only thing. It's a bit like, you know, the matte lipstick craze that everyone used Colourpop last time. I feel like it's a bit more liquidy than the Peri Peri one that I really love as well. That one is more of a mousse texture. So finally, I'm gonna go in with a highlighter. I'm using the good old Colourpop pressed powder one. I have not found a highlighter better than this, and I'm serious. Okay, and that is it for the look. I'm just gonna set it with some setting spray using the good old Urban Decay one. This is a very cute packaging, right? I got it like on Chinese New Year last year, like throwing a generous amount on my face. I used to say, why would anybody invest in like liquid? Like, and it's quite expensive also, right? But it does really help. I just like to spray a bit more on the parts where it's likely to transfer on my mask. It's a bit like a sealing wax. It doesn't mean it won't transfer at all, but I feel that it does help my makeup last longer throughout the day. Okay, and that is it for the makeup look. Thanks so much for watching my video. I hope that this video has helped you guys out on more of a simple no makeup look, an everyday makeup look, or really it's just to cover your blemishes. Like, they're almost all gone. Makeup has been quite an important step for me, especially when I'm going out and I feel quite insecure when I was purging. My skin was purging, so it just felt like a lot of stuff going on my face that I wasn't used to, and then I was quite insecure about it. So let me know if you guys try out this makeup look, or if any of these tips have helped you. Leave me a comment down below, and happy back to school and happy Chinese New Year in advance. I don't know if I might disappear again soon because school is starting, but I have quite a few videos filmed. Hopefully they'll be able to see the light of day. If not, hang in there, and all the best for the school year term. And I hope you get lots of money in Chinese New Year and you're staying safe, and yeah. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye!